But yeah, dude, I really do like this weapon, so I highly recommend that if you guys are thinking about, using this weapon whatsoever, um, if you're thinking about, going out of your way to level this up using perk mats, then definitely do so. This is probably your best bet for a really good pistol. Yo, what is up? demonjoefrance here. Welcome back once again to another video. How you guys doing? If you guys do remember that intro, you've probably been subscribed for a while. Guys, today we're going to be checking out the Basilisk Pistol, which you can get from the new Winter L Llamas. And yeah, the Basilisk Pistol is arguably one of the best pistols in the game, so that's kind of what we're going to be discussing today. If you guys aren't interested in the discussion about that, then feel free to skip to the gameplay, because I'm going to try to get a little bit in depth in this video. So without further ado, let's go ahead and jump into this. So if we head on over to the backpack, we can see the Basilisk. Now, this weapon right here was given to me by my friend Nilek, so I do appreciate that. Let's take a look at the weapon. It is a very, very, very beautiful and luscious looking piece of equipment. You got the iron, you got the gold, you got the blue paint, and you got the leather. A perfect looking weapon. Honestly, the medieval weapons do look very, very, very good in this game. But yeah, this is the Basilisk, one of the best pistols in the game. So let's take a look at the build we have and the perks and whatnot, and then go over the stats, because we're going to be comparing it to a very good pistol, one of the top tier ones, the Whisper 45. So the build on this one in particular is crit build. It's got maximum crit damage, magazine size, fire with the extra 20% damage, crit rating, crit damage, and damage dealt with this weapon. Snares the target by 30% for 6 seconds. Now, we're going to be comparing this to the Whisper 45. This one has crit damage, magazine size, nature, crit damage, damage to afflicted, and causes affliction for 6 seconds. One of the major differences between the Basilisk and the Whisper 45 is their perk differences. Now, the Whisper 45, many people will swear by as one of the best pistols in the game, and I think it's very interesting if we compare the Basilisk to this, because they are very, very similar weapons. Because if you guys don't have the Whisper, then the Basilisk is the perfect weapon for you guys. And if you guys already have the Whisper, then you might want to switch over to the Basilisk. So that's kind of what we're going to be discussing, so let's go and jump into it. With the Whisper, the only difference here is that you're not able to have a double crit damage plus a crit rating. With the Basilisk, you're able to have that double crit damage and the crit rating, but with the Whisper 45, you have to settle for damage to afflicted targets. Now, this can make quite the difference whenever it comes to how much crit you are going to be dishing out. If we go over to the Basilisk, we have a 62.5% crit hit chance. If we go over to the Whisper, you have a 51.5%. If we try to compare the two damages between these two weapons, you can see that the Basilisk has the superior damage at 12,900, while the Whisper is at 12,400. The Whisper, though, also has some pretty insane headshot damage, which is above the Basilisk. Now, the Basilisk will have the same crit damage as the Whisper, but it will have that extra 11% crit hit chance. However, it kind of falls short in the department of rate of fire, because whenever rate of fire comes into play, the Basilisk has a 4.05 rate of fire. When we look at the Whisper 45, we have a 4.95, which is pretty, that is almost a full point over in rate of fire, which makes a difference in the long run. They both got the same magazine size, they both got the same range, but also the Whisper 45 has more impact. So let's do a quick recap here. The Basilisk is going to have better damage, worse headshot damage, better crit hit chance, the same crit hit damage, worse fire rate, and worse impact. Reload speed is also better on the Basilisk. So the thing here is that you are going to be critting more, but you're also going to be shooting a lot slower. So really, whenever it comes down to it, the best way to possibly test this was if we had test dummies, if we could see which one of these weapons is going to have the superior DPS whenever it comes to these two crit builds, because the Whisper 45 can shoot much faster than the Basilisk, but the Basilisk also is going to have a higher chance to crit. So even if it is critting more often, if the Whisper is still getting more bullets out before the Basilisk can, then theoretically the Whisper is going to have the better DPS. I just thought it would be a good, interesting talking point in this video. Personally, I don't know which one is better. You would honestly really need testing dummies to actually figure out the best DPS between these two weapons, but I figured I would leave the discussion up to you guys. Me personally, I'm kind of indifferent. I think both of these weapons are awesome, and yeah, So without further ado, let's finally get to the Basilisk review. That is just one thing I really wanted to do, and have a little bit of a deep dive on the stats between those two weapons, because either way you look at it, whether it is better than the Whisper or not, the Basilisk is still a very much top tier weapon. But yes, without further ado, we're going to be doing a power level 94 4x mission for this Basilisk gameplay. I hope you guys enjoy, and let's go ahead and get into the battlefield. Alrighty boyo, so here we are on the battlefield. One thing that I did forget to mention was the squad that I'm running. I'm running Beetlejuice, which is the best whenever it comes to crit pistols. I'm running Field Agent Rio so that we get that extra crit rating, and I am running Quick Draw Calamity for the explosive damage whenever we get 10 kills or whatever. Normally you would want to run Carbide for the Teddy, but we are focusing only on the Basilisk. Now since this is a power level 94 4x mission, these are going to be only power level 94 enemies that are roaming the map. I'm going to see if I can't find a smasher to use my gun on, but it's really not going to matter too much. It's not going to be too accurate because he is 6 power levels under power level 100, but I still want to try to find one to use my gun on, and then whenever the mission actually starts, we'll actually get some pretty meaningful gameplay. But unfortunately, there wasn't a nature storm that was power level 100, so yeah, I kind of had to settle for this one, but hopefully I can find a little smasher somewhere, and if not, nothing of value would have been lost too much because he is kind of under leveled. But actually we can get some pretty decent gameplay on these blasters right here, which we are doing some pretty decent damage on. Normally I would have liked, we had that whole discussion on the Whisper 45 at the beginning of the video. I would have liked to talk about or show the Whisper 45 gameplay for this video, but honestly it would just be way too much of a hassle, without having a training dummy to actually use things on, because the differences in crit chance and having to test multiple times over and over again, it would just take way too long to get an answer that at the end of the day doesn't matter too much. The weapons are just too similar to honestly say that one is just so much better than the other one. But it is kind of something cool to think about. Hopefully one day we will get some test dummies and stuff so people can actually number crunch and get down to the nitty gritty whenever it comes to comparing weapons. But unfortunately, I just can't be bothered to go and test on over 20 smashers to figure out which one is only slightly better. So hope you guys do forgive me on that. But from the looks of it, we're not finding... Oh, there's a smasher right there. I was literally just about to say we're not finding a smasher. So we're going to test this 130 on this 94. Like I said, not the best test, but hopefully we'll get some really good gameplay when the mission actually starts. So let's just kind of go ham on this dude. There we go. Okay, so that took... What was that? That was 10 shots? Okay, awesome, dude. So if you get the proper crits with the Basilisk on a roughly power level 100, I guess, since it took us 10 shots on that power level 94, we can kind of assume that it'll take 11 to 12 shots on a power level 100 smasher if you're using a 130 Basilisk. So that's really good. You can kill about 2 smashers per magazine with the Basilisk, so that's actually pretty freaking impressive. Hopefully we can get some high level smashers during the actual gameplay, and yeah, so I guess I'm gonna go ahead and cut on over to the gameplay, and hopefully we get some I don't know, strong mini boss or something to fight as well. Yeah, so I will see you guys in just a moment, and hopefully we can get some pretty nasty gameplay because this freaking gun is pretty awesome. So I'll see you guys in just a minute. Alrighty boyo, so here we are just starting out the mission. We have 4 seconds until it starts. We're just gonna whack this llama a little bit and get some beautiful loot from it, which really wasn't beautiful because it was obsidian, but yes, nonetheless, let's go find some leveled up enemies to go ham on. So these guys are going to be 109, so hopefully we can get a smasher or some really good mini boss to use this Basilisk on, which is so freaking nasty, dude. Look at that damage. That's freaking awesome, dude. It's been a very long time since I've used a normal pistol that I genuinely like, because the Ginger Blaster is definitely a change of pace. It's a weapon that no, Smasher, let me test you. Oh yeah, here we go. Well, I was gonna test on that Smasher. Okay, here we go. We gotta try to get our chance whenever we can, dude. We gotta try, dude. Ugh. That took a lot of bullets. Granted, some of them were from pretty far away, but I guess that's more of an accurate smasher test in the very least. Maybe take away I don't know, 2 or 3 bullets from that. Come here. Oh, dude, I see a smashy boy way back there. He's mine. He's freaking mine, dude. The ultimate smasher test right now. Probably level 109. Come here, Chief. I can't really headshot you because you're at an angle. Oh, yeah. There we go. There we go. Okay, so I shot one more bullet than I needed to. So, 14 bullets? Oh, yeah, I was kind of right. Okay, so, yeah, it takes about 14 bullets, or about 12 bullets to kill a level 100 smasher, and about 14 to kill a 109. So, yeah, that's actually pretty decent then. You can get very close to killing 2 smashers per clip, even whenever they are leveled up like that. That's really good, dude. This Basilisk is a freaking amazing weapon. For as complicated of a name as it has, I'm very glad for how good it is, okay? The medieval weapon set in general has honestly just been an amazing weapon set. Very much can it, you know, go up against the blockbuster weapons. The blockbuster weapons, or, you know, the military set, or whatever you want to call it, has always been, like, arguably the best weapon set in the game. And the medieval set's really proving itself to be like, hey, you're not going to be the best for long. The Basilisk directly competes with the Whisper 45. The Hemlock directly competes with the Silent Spectre, and the Stalwart Squire directly competes with, well, pretty much any shotgun in the game. Very, very, very good weapon set in general, and this Basilisk is just proving to be a monster against these husks, dude. A freaking monster. Level 109 husks are just like bowing before me and my beautiful medieval pistol that you could barely pronounce. But yeah, you know, I like it. You know, the smasher test is a really good way of measuring things, and apparently Aiden Harris just uploaded the video. But yeah, dude, I really do like this weapon, so I highly recommend that if you guys are thinking about, you know, using this weapon whatsoever, if you're thinking about, you know, going out of your way to level this up using perk mats, then definitely do so. This is probably your best bet for a really good pistol. Blaster, no. No. Huh! Okay, my aim is terrible, but you get the point. That was a surprise attack. Let's take aim, dude. Okay, they're called zappers, dude. I was about to call them a Mexican husk. You guys keep going in the comments, okay? And commenting about how I call the zappers Mexicans. Okay, it's just my lifestyle. Okay, I'm not racist, but I just do it because it's funny, because people get mad about it. I'll call them zappers from now on, guys. I know it's 2018, about to be 2019, and I trigger a lot of people. I'll stop calling them Mexicans, dude. Well, for 2019, we're turning over a new leaf, and we're gonna call those boys zappers. Okay, I got you guys. I freaking got you guys, dude. We got about 4 minutes left in the defense, and we're still going pretty strong with these pyramid builds and kind of like low-key one-hitting most of these trash mobs, which I definitely am not going to complain about. There we go. Boop. Oh, no, it didn't crit. Come here. Skirt. Oh, come on, dude. Let me... Boop. Oh, my God. I'm trying to one-hit, dude. This is not wanting me to. This is not freaking wanting me to. Go away. You filthy. Oh, another smasher, dude. Trying to get a pretty good measurement. Okay, there we go. Took about 15 bullets for that boy. A little bit of a lack of crit right there, but that's the exact reason why, you know, measuring how good the Whisper 45 is to this weapon is just going to be really annoying, you know. Having it fluctuate so much between bullet values whenever it comes to killing an enemy is pretty annoying. There we go, kill that boy right there. Kill that boy right there. This freaking gun's good, dude. I honestly love this weapon. I do want to hear you guys' opinions in the comments down below, not only about the Whisper 45 compared to this weapon, but how you feel about this weapon in general. You know, I think the Whisper 45 comparison is a good one for sure. But I do want to hear what you guys have to say about this weapon, because I know a lot of you guys don't have the Whisper, and this, honestly, like if I'm going off of a feeling from the last time I used the Whisper, this honestly feels better than what the Whisper is. And, you know, it could be the sound of the weapon. Weapon definitely sounds a lot cooler and a lot, like, more menacing. But yeah, this weapon does definitely stand out. And for those of you guys that don't already have this leveled up, it's definitely worth it, dude. It's definitely worth it, because I'm sitting here just going freaking ham, dude. And, you know, thank goodness, you know, Nylak had it leveled up and stuff, because... oh no! He's a freaking trap vulnerable mini-boss. That sucks. That's okay though, because we did get some good smasher tests, but... yeah, this weapon is pretty freaking good. I am glad that Nylak did perk it for me, because I did the Stalwart Squire instead, which that made for a really good video as well. I know a lot of you guys really enjoyed that review. And I appreciate the support, my dudos. We got about a minute 30 left. Samantha's back up. Gonna throw a bear on top of here. Try to keep the defense going. Maybe snipe some of these boys. Even though I don't have the best range, I still got the damage to justify it. Kill that fat boy down there. Hey! What? How did the mini boss get up there, dude? These freaking things teleport way too often. There's no way he can just jump up here. Freaking bastard. Let's get up in their face. Let's get up in their face, boys. It's the only way to win the war. And also, you might want to try aiming, too. I honestly cannot do that. There's a reason why I can't play competitive games on PC. I grew up playing console, man. Don't freaking bully me for my potato aim. Time to die. Go away. There we go. I got another smashy boy over here. Hopefully get my teddy in like the next 8 seconds, please. So that, you know, we can keep these boys back. Kill that big smashy boy. There we go. Kind of get into the heart of the enemy. Into the motherland. Oh no. No, 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 no. Don't delete me. Kill the smasher. Get this up. That's a no bueno move right there. 100 IQ play, dude. We almost failed. We legit almost failed because of that. Oh my lord. That's a mini boss right here, though. Good old mini boss loot. A lot of mist monsters, dude. These mist monsters just asking to die whenever I had the freaking basilisk. Oh god. No, dude. Okay. Try to gun this dude down. No. So yeah, there's your gameplay with the basilisk. Honestly, if I had to say, you know, this weapon does feel really good, right? That's kind of like one of my main points. The weapon does feel really, really good, but one of my main gripes has to be the fire rate. The fire rate is very noticeably slow. And that's something, you know, over time that I kind of became accustomed with. Look at that, dude. Almost 5K combat score. That is something that I did become accustomed to, or, you know, was kind of learning the more I used it, is that the fire rate is quite weak on that weapon. So maybe the Whisper might be better in the long run. I'm just going to kind of conclude that. I'm going to kind of conclude based off that gameplay that I think the Whisper will probably come out on top if tested properly because of the fire rate, because that was honestly a very noticeable difference, but I was really enjoying the damage that I was putting out, and there's absolutely nothing wrong with it. So guys, let me know your opinions down in the comments down below. If you guys did make it to this portion of the video, I love your face, and if you didn't, then you're not a true subscriber. I'm kidding. But yeah, guys, thank you so much for watching. The support recently has been insane, and I appreciate you guys on, you know, your thoughts on my videos and all that kind of stuff. You know, I've changed up the format, I've done a few things differently and been a little bit more professional, and you guys have definitely enjoyed that kind of content. So guys, thank you so much for watching. I greatly do appreciate it, and I'll see you guys next time.